control. Get out of here. Move
Alright,
along.
Robodude, don't mess this up.
Go. Okay, so you want to learn about dirty concrete, huh? And how to trick it out? I gotcha. Okay, but first, before you get into concrete, you gotta make sure you have a good, sturdy, level workbench. But if you don't, and you're gonna try this in your backyard, you're gonna maybe try it on a job site, or you're working in a remote area somewhere, and you wanna build a temporary concrete countertop workbench, then don't be just thinking you can take two sawhorses and throw a sheet of wood on it and then boom. No. Even if you tell me, but Robodude, look, it's level. The melamine mold is level. Yes, it may be level. But you gotta understand, we pour this precast concrete upside down, dude. So when you demold it and flip it over on your so-called level table, it won't lay right in the middle. It'll be like a little seesaw rocking up and down. And then when you flip it over, even if it's just a slight sag, it might not even be noticeable. Face up, there's now a hump in the middle. And I bet you think, oh, well, I'll just grind down the hump. No! Because even if it's level on top, it's still not level on the bottom. You can't shim the heck out of it. Just do it right, dude. Get your mind right. Look, I ain't got any more time to explain the reasons why you need to build a supported table. If you have to use these sawhorses, go buy 4x4s. 4x4s, not 2x4s, and run them across your sawhorses. You do not want that melamine sagging once you fill it up with concrete. Alright? Just build it right, level, fully supported. That's enough. Let's move on. I got a lot of work to educate you with. I want you to do good, dude. I want you to make money, dude. I want you to have fun doing this. So let's go. Listen here, fabricator. I know after you watch this video, you're gonna get excited and probably call up everybody and go sell some big job. Don't do that, dude. Practice first. Yeah, I'm not trying to say don't make no money. I just want you to practice first, because you could sell a job, but I don't want you to get tripped up. And by the way, if I missed something, hit me up in the comments. And by the way, the supplied list links are in the description below. Hint, hint. Wait, hold on. Who are you? You lost, dude? Get out of here. What, you tripping or something? This is my thing, between me and the other person looking through that camera right there. We don't need no walking bag of tools coming in here trying to steal my thunder. Get on out of here. Well, go. What, you thinking I'm talking funny or something? Sorry about that. Mr. G must have left the door open. Probably did it on purpose, trying to mess with my thing we got going here. The best dirty DIY lesson. Now, there are many ways you might have already seen online how people build molds. I too tried styrofoam rails before, and they worked out, but I just felt more comfortable using melamine. I gotta tell you, being able to cut melamine scraps into various sizes for sometimes people wanted thicker drop edges, apron fronts on their vanities. It just was more beneficial to us, as well as really good financial sense. But by all means, try it if you think it's better. I ain't here to tell you our way is the best for you. I'm just saying it's the best for us, okay? The melamine we use is 3/4 of an inch thick, and it comes in 4x8 sheets. The melamine sheets actually come a little bit longer. when you buy this sheet, it's going to probably be longer than 96 inches. It's actually probably going to be 97 inches long by 49 inches wide. I'm sure you can find these at a cabinet supply place in your area. If you are building a project that doesn't touch walls like tabletops or kitchen islands, you don't even need the template. But if you are going to do an L-shape or a U-shaped kitchen countertop, I strongly suggest you template. You will need to template before you build the mold. I'm going to show you how we build a mold after we template a job. Now this is a kitchen top our editor Billy Bob used in another video you might have seen on our channel. I assume Billy Bob thinks it's easier to make the point to help you.
Thank you for that compliment, Robo Dude.
What the hell is going on here? Billy Bob, just 'cause I say your name doesn't mean you need to speak and take a bow, dude.
What you talking about?
You had one job to do. Man, come on, man. I'm trying to teach over here. I got wacky dudes walking in that look like a bag of tools. And now you?
Oh man, I'm sorry, Robo Dude.
Oh my God, you friggin' did it again. Shut up.
My Meemaw told me to say thank you to people who compliment you, man. What's your deal?
Oh my God.
Golly!
Oh my God.
Dang, broke my hair, man.
See, look what you made me do, Billy Bob. I just graduated anger management and was cured, dude. Anyway, you're lucky your ass was hiding behind that camera. Woosah!
Woosah my ass.
Let's move on. Billy Bob, can you change the camera for me, please? You have got to be kidding me. I see Mr. Gene made you too watch every Bruce Lee movie before he hired you, huh? Camera, please. Waiting, Billy Bob. Waiting. Thank you. Hey, fabricator, you see this crap I gotta deal with? Just to show you some dirty concrete tricks? I work with a bunch of wackos over here.
You the wacko. Why don't you just let it go, man? Let's build a bridge and get over it.
Well, I'm getting mad. You guys messing up my class over here. This fabricator took valuable time to watch our video. You know what's going to happen? We're going to get blocked.
Would you let it go already before you pop a fuse?
Now wait, are you still here? You still watching us? Yeah, you there. Awesome. Okay. After we outlined our template upside down on the melamine, we now see what we can cut off so we can extend the mold to meet that 105 inches. They do make 5 by 10 sheets of melamine. You'll probably be able to find them if you don't want to, worry about seaming up the melamine. But keep in mind, the actual countertop may need a seam anyway. Now, I don't know what kind of job you're going to be measuring. It might be a condominium, it might be a single door home, it might be up 3 stories. At least when you visit your customer's home and you template it, you can actually picture it's the genuine countertop you were going to deliver to them eventually and carry it down the stairs. See if you could fit it in the elevator. See if it's just too difficult to get in. This way you know. That's a good thing about templates, because you don't want to be trying to figure everything out, whether it's granite, it's quartz, it's another concrete job, it's solid surface, and whatever countertop material you decide to sell them, you can always see if it's going to be a difficult installation. But now that you know it definitely needs a seam, you can now go to the customer and say, here's the template, and we just can't get it in or out easily. So where would you like the seam? Because it definitely needs one. and then have the customer sign it precisely where they would like the seam. Many choose the sink area to put a seam, but you never know. Some people might want it somewhere else. But let them sign it with a Sharpie. Okay, so there's no misunderstandings when you come back. Now you just got to bring your template to the work area and lay it upside down on the melamine. Rip your rails to the desired thickness of countertop and simply wrap it around the template. Laminate and solid surface countertop standard thickness used to be 1.5 or 1.5 inches. Then when granite and quartz came on the scene, it became popular to use 3 cm. Now pre-drill your rails about every 12 inches or so and butt them right up to the perimeter of your template and then screw them down. After these rails are now secured, simply vacuum your new built mold. Get up all the dust. You might even have to wipe it with a clean white rag with some denatured alcohol or acetone. Then, after the rails are secured, you need to run a bead of 100% silicone around all the inside corners. Now I want you to use silicone, not caulk. Silicone. Get to know the difference. You want a good seal. You gotta let the silicone dry for 24 hours though. After doing about 50 concrete and resin molds, we thought it would be a good idea to start taping over the countersink screw heads. Yeah, I know. We should have learned the first time. When demolding all these tops and then having to dig out the material from the screw head. Hey, we don't claim to be the best. We're still trying to be better too. We're just sharing this tip with you. And listen here, you. Don't worry about trying to be the best. Just be better. Be better than you used to be. Now that we're letting this thing dry for 24 hours, you should be getting all your concrete mixing tools and supplies all prepped up and ready to rock and roll. Okay, Baby Jim, get on up out of here, will you? Thank you. Now that the silicone in your mold is dry, sprinkle in the contrasting distress shade color you decided to use. The base mix we are using is a light gray, and the darker color is a charcoal. But listen, you may want to do this process with light base concrete of cream and then water down the mocha powder into like a watery liquid and then use that. You can do it in orange with the gray charcoal mix as well. Or you can do it with red and charcoal for like a lava look. It's up to what the customer wants. We're just showing you how to achieve these effects. Now let's go over mixing the light gray base color. A precast kit includes a 50-pound bag and 1 gallon of modifier. This kit also needs a color pack, which is light gray for the base. Or again, you just have to make sure the distress color you choose is darker than the base color. One precast kit, properly mixed, provides 4 square feet of surface at 1.25 inches thick. Just simply pour the modifier first in the bucket. But hey, Tommy Ray, what you doing here?
Stop interrupting him. He ain't into this drama stuff. I texted him to come over and do the concrete mixing section of this video.
Why? Billy Bob? Come on, I know this stuff in and out.
Hey, Tommy, go on up in there now.
Billy Bob?
Just let it go, man. Let him do his thing.
You're lucky I like Tommy
So,
Ray.
now that I've got all my screw heads are taped off, my mold is ready to accept some concrete. There's just a few things left to make sure of. Now, before you get going on this concrete, once you start, you're not going to be able to stop. So make sure you use the restroom before you start mixing.
Great advice, Tommy.
Wear safety glasses. In this case, we're also wearing gloves. I recommend that you wear some very good fitting gloves. So make sure your gloves fit good and try to get them in a way that the concrete's not going to get in your gloves while you're mixing. This is a very messy process. Whatever clothes you're wearing are going to get concrete on them. Wear a face mask so that dust you're not breathing all of that dust. Be as safe as possible. Try to use good lifting techniques. And when we're getting ready to mix, we had, I think, 4 buckets or 5 buckets set aside, and we were going to rotate while we're mixing. In hindsight, we thought it might have been nice to have 10 buckets. Have as many buckets as you might need and pre-mix. Once you start running this concrete, mixing it and pouring it, you have to keep it steadily going. So you don't have time to be floundering in between mixing buckets.
Great advice, Tommy.
Oh man, I gotta get out of here. I didn't bring no earplugs and your voice is driving me crazy.
What? Hey, I'm sorry. Yo, Tommy, where you going? Hey, Billy Bob, what's going on?
Well, I don't know, man.
Wow.
Probably got tired of you staring over his shoulder for his whole little talk there. Like he said, before you be prepared to do something, make sure you go to the bathroom. So maybe he's in the bathroom. Stop stressing on him, man.
Billy Bob, use an editor. Stop trying to be a director and hire all these people coming in messing up my dirty Crete lesson here, man.
Hold on, Tommy's back.
Billy Bob, if you ever need me to come back and do another one of these presentations, don't call me.
Can you text Mr. Gene for me? I'm telling on this, man. This is messed up. We gonna lose viewers.
Golly, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Do what you gotta do, man.
Oh, I am gonna do what I am gonna do. You just be an editor, film this, and keep that pie hole shut. Now that your bucket is clean, first pour in half a bottle of the modifier, but only pour in half of it. Then shake the heck out of it. Just shake it up real good. This helps loosen the sediment that may be on the bottom. Then add 1 or 2 bags of light gray, or the way you like it. Or you might even want a totally different color packet. Then mix that up a little bit with a stir stick. At this time, crack open the bag of concrete and pour half of the concrete in there. Mixing half a bag at a time is way easier to mix for good integrity, and it's less torque on your mixer. Then go ahead and throw the rest of the bag, as well as 16 ounces of water, and mix that baby up. That is one kit fully done. And just like Tommy was explaining, it would have been nice to do all the modifier and color mixes in a bunch of buckets. So all you have to do is crack open Crete and mix it. You don't have to mix the Crete, then mix a modifier, and then you go crazy. Listen to Tommy. He makes good sense on noticing that. And again, we're sharing this with you. We really wanted to give you as much information as possible through our experience about mixing and mold prep. Many people can mix concrete batter. It's like making pancakes. It's not so much about the precast concrete product. It's about the mixing process. Way back in the day, What must have been about 15 years now, we would notice color blotches because we poured the color pack in after we mixed the concrete and not into the modifier itself. We would also see dry powder pockets on the edge because dumping the dry powder in the bucket first made it harder to mix the bottom of the bucket. So listen, the quality and integrity of your concrete is all about the mixing. But you gotta mix it really, really good. If you half-ass your mixing technique, regardless of how much money you spend on the concrete, I don't know, man, you just might as well save some money and use drywall mud. Someday you may want to start a concrete countertop shop or do a side job for somebody. I really hope you practice, though, so if someone asks you to do like a $7,500 kitchen countertop, you don't get tripped up. We're here to help and have lots of fun. We gotta have fun or we ain't doing it. But I want you to have fun as well. Now that your base batch is mixed up, Mr. Gene has spray misted water over the charcoal powder. And then he took a damp brush, went around back and forth to make sure the color blends nicely around all the edges, just to be sure. Finally, they're getting ready to pour. I had to go to the bathroom like 10 minutes ago. Check them out.
Hey, Mr. Gene. You need me to mix up another Crete kit?
Yeah, but don't waste a whole bag. We only need a half a bag. Just divide the whole recipe by 2, okay?
You mean divide the recipe by 2?
Yeah, just divide everything in half. And then the liquid, use a measuring cup.
I got to be honest, I have no frigging idea what you mean by dividing the recipe by 2.
Hold on, I'll help you. Let me just pat this down. Hey, Robo Dude, explain it to our viewers what we're talking about here, buddy.
No problem. I got this, Mr. Gene. If you need a little more Crete batch, you may not want to waste a whole bag of Crete. Or, I got a better idea. If you just want to buy one kit from us below in the description, hint, hint, and maybe you just want to make samples while you are practicing, simply divide the recipe in half or 3/4 or 1/4. I don't know. Just make sure your math skills are mathin'. You have to use a bigger scale for the 50-pound bag of Crete and a smaller scale to also divide that powder up. And then use measuring cups for the water and the modifier. It's that simple. As long as your math is a mathin'.
Thanks, Robodude, for sharing with your viewers how to save some money. Great job!
Wait, what? Did Mr. Gene just compliment me? Wow. Mr. Gene thinks I'm the greatest. Mr. Gene thinks I'm smart. Mr. Gene loves me.
Yo, slow your roll, dude. I don't know about all that. Settle down. Let me show this new guy what's up. Okay, pay attention. Open up your color pack, dump it in the scale. It says 5 pounds. Divide it in half. Now you do it.
I really think it's cool that Mr. Gene doesn't blow a gasket when a newcomer asks him for help while he's working. Because when a sales rep walks into the shop unannounced, trying to sell something stupid, oh, he goes off. He pops a fuse and acts like a boxing tiger. But when a newcomer asks him for help and wants to learn his craft, or even if they had some struggles in their business, or even their life, he gets all warm and fuzzy. I don't get it, but I love it. He likes to point out to us that our book of life ain't done. So what if we had a bad chapter or two? We can always improve our next chapters in life. In other words, be better. Be better, dude.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the...
I gotta be honest with you, Mr. Gene, I still...
Uh-oh.
Don't quite know. I really want to learn this trade, Mr. Gene.
Uh-oh.
Hey, hold on right there, dude.
Oh, snap. Let me get out of here.
That's the second time you said, I gotta be honest. I just don't know. Is it like every time you talk to me, if you don't say, I gotta be honest, are you fibbing? You don't need to say that to me. I just assume you are being honest, or better yet, why don't you just be honest? Come on, let's move on, man. No big deal.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Gene.
Took me a while to learn too. Don't worry about it. I got you. Let's do this.
I had to hold back from laughing once I heard newbie say, I gotta be honest. Mr. Gene blasted me too, though, with that. Not as sweet and kind as this dude, though. But anyway, I gotta practice my dance moves for our next lesson of slotted ramp sinks.
I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
We are so glad you're still interested in learning. When we were in the production meeting, we were going back and forth and throwing things about whether to add slotted ramp sink fabrication in this video. Yeah, Billy Bob thought you might need to practice a little more with basic concrete countertops first. Mr. Gene was concerned about the video being too long. Baby Jam, he even wanted to play a whole song on his guitar. Oh, yeah.
Robo-dude sucks. Robo-dude sucks. Robo-dude sucks, 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 sucks. Great song, Big Jam.
Shut up, Billy Bob. Big Jam, get out of here and go change your diaper, will you? Billy Bob, after this video, oh, it's on, dude.
Whatever, bobblehead. Back with the show, dude.
Yeah, and then even though Mr. Gene was worried about the video being too long that you might not watch it, this video is for people who seriously want to learn. These ideas with ramp sinks can inspire you to create something even better than us. Yeah, with different colors, shapes, but we all know it's what the customer wants. So if you practice and make samples, who knows? You too just might be better. The ideas are endless. But don't stress, we will show you how to exactly build the ramp sink mold while the dirty creek tops are drying. Check out this ramp sink with glass. You can do this too. Let's bust up some bottles and throw them in some Crete. Let's freaking go, dude! Doesn't this look fun? Think of all the bottles you can break up into many colors. Think about those Yago bottles. Think about all the colored glass and seashells you can put into something that you make and sell. Let's pump up that bank account. I'll be back in a minute.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
With all due respect to our customer, I love how this sink works. Pretty cool how the water runs down the slot, but dang! I just can't stand high gloss Crete sealer. It's just too shiny. Billy Bob loves it, but me and Mr. Gene, we think Crete looks way better matte or satin. And high gloss sealer even costs more, dude. We have the link in the description below. But just like Mr. Gene always says to me, we don't sell what we do. We do what we sell. It's just like a chef in a restaurant. They might hate eggs, but they can whip you up a fantastic omelet. It's just like that. We do what the customer wants. And that, my friend, is the true definition of custom concrete countertop creations. We do what somebody else enjoys. Like I said, we do what we sell. We sold it before we even did it. Mr. Gene told me in the beginning when he was starting out, he would try to sell things he already made. And people were like, I don't like the color, I don't like the color of that glass, I don't like the shape, all kinds of things. When you meet some designers, and after you practice and share your new craft with the world, oh yeah, you are gonna meet a designer, or two, or even 100. As in this project, someone may say, I want mocha paper stone countertops with coffee beans inlaid in it. Paper stone is compressed recycled paper in a cashew adhesive. And I also want Vitrazo Ale House Amber countertops. I want also Amber Solid Surface Full Backsplash. Oh yeah, and one more thing, Mr. Gene. And I think it would look really cool to have blue metal laminate on zebra wood cabinetry. Now just to be clear, we didn't do this blue metal. Not saying that we can't do it, we were just busy enough. But if it's something you want to do, Cabinet supply stores in your area should have this. They probably have samples of many colors, so you can pick something different. But just keep in mind, when you're cutting this, router it if you're not going to adhere the metal laminate to a panel. A saw blade may ding the edges if you cut it like you're used to cutting regular laminate. With metal, once it dings, I notice it, and I just don't want you to get tripped up. Please understand, the business side of Dirty Crete is just as important. I really hope you don't mind I gave you some things to think on and chew on about you, because once you learn Dirty Crete, designers are going to come at you like crazy. And I want you to be prepared on certain things and things you should understand and know. Customers and designers pull their friggin' hair out trying to find new craftsmen and craftswomen to build and create what they want. If you watched our other videos, we do some off-the-wall stuff, I know. But in the shop, the color, the glass, the material, sometimes it just don't make sense to us. You might think it's crazy, and maybe it is. But stay in your lane, my friend. Then, when you install it, you look around, and you will see precisely how the designers know what they are doing and talking about. So listen here, my friend. Respect designers and customers' ideas. So what if they're different than yours? We are doing custom whatever they want. You should be able to cook it up in that frying pan. Cook it up even if you don't want to eat it. Your future self is dependent on you right now. We got a world to build out there. Wow. You seeing this, newcomer? Future buildings will always need surfaces. Desktops. Reception desks. Conference tables, and of course, kitchen and bath. There isn't a building or home around that doesn't need some sort of surface. Can you see it? Ching, ching, ching. Wow, I bet I can sell white concrete desktops in all of those buildings. Yeah! Show the people some nice white samples with blue glass chips in it. Oh, or I bet some would love that Galaxy desktop that Tommy and Mr. Gene did a couple years ago for Michael's son. Wow, the future's gonna be wild. The next video will actually be this very chiseled edge desktop with Galaxy epoxy that you see. If you watch and learn it, you can make it also in different colors. Sad to say, Billy Bob gonna find someone else to host the show though. I think they're gonna fire me because I'm kind of like a chatty catty with anger issues. I don't get it. That's why I'm thinking of visiting one of these buildings over here to sell me some surfaces. I gotta cover my butt. Where is everybody? Hey, anyone in there? Got countertops for sale. Well, would you look at that? They don't even care I'm gone. Billy Bob must be all happy and already replaced me. But dang. I do hope that newcomer learns though. But anyway, I'm gonna do what I gotta do and sell these people of the future some cool countertops. Awesome, there's people in there. Hey, they robo people. Yeah, there are people like me in there. This should be no problem selling tops. Oh snap, I see you stuck with me, huh, newcomer? I so appreciate you. You know I'm a way better host than Baby Jam or whatever other dingbat Billy Bob decided to use, huh? Cool. Maybe me and you could even start a countertop business. We don't need them. We got this. I remember when Mr. Jean said that I should wait an entire year at least before I make an important decision about starting my own countertop business. Yeah, a whole year. Dude's a trap, ain't he?
Hey, G-Raf, ready to talk about how our viewers should make concrete samples for customers? Oh, I hope this dude could replace Robo-Dude. Here we go. Come on, man, let's go.
I'll be right there, Billy Bob.
Quiet on the set. Action.
Let me see what I'm working with here. Hello, I am G-Raf, and I am going to show you some concrete samples with different...
God dang it, G-Raf. What you doing, you long-necked dingbat?
What seems to be the problem, Billy Bob?
Are you kidding me? Walk around the freaking movie screen, dude.
My apologies.
Our viewers can't even see the screen. Come on, man. You said you was a professional speaker. What's going on? Try again. Take 2. Quiet on the set. Action.
Pardon our technical difficulties. My name is G-Raffy, and as you can see, Mr. Jean has just got done using mold release in cooking pans. Try this in case potential customers want to see what colors and effects can be done with concrete countertops. Perhaps you can do your style with different color packs, edge treatments, and acid etch techniques. If a potential customer asks if you can make concrete look like marble, of course you can, but don't. Simply tell them to just go buy marble. It's even cheaper in most applications. Concrete countertops are not lookalikes. They are in a world all by themselves with designs from rustic distress effects to simple elegance. Don't try to duplicate something just to be called a knockoff. We want you to be creative with concrete and be compensated for it. We care about you. Please pardon me, viewer. Billy Bob is waving a giant disclaimer sign at me. Billy Bob has suggested that I am wrong for telling you to not try and make concrete look like marble. Okay, be patient. It's my first day on the job in any case. If you want to do all that work to make fake marble concrete countertops, go ahead and do them. I am sorry I overstepped my boundaries. By all means, feel free to make knocked-off marble. Is that better, Billy Bob?
No, man. You sound sarcastic in expressing your dang opinion. You're supposed to be talking about the samples, man. Not telling our viewers what or what not they can do if they want to make concrete look like whatever they want to look like. It's their choice, man. Stick with the script.
I was just trying to do more than expected. Most employers, like that kind of thing, I am very sorry.
Well, I understand, and in most cases that is true. But not for hosting a DIY show.
I am very sorry.
Well, my meemaw told me if someone is sorry, they should never do it again.
After you demold these samples, play around with your grinder and diamond pads. These samples are being made for the customer who wants his bathroom ramp sink to be a little different. But as the previous host Robo-Dude mentioning earlier in this show, they can be done in many bright colors as well. You can also play around with glass, seashells, and metal shavings. Many of our customers always seem to want something different. Concrete gives us that flexibility. Just imagine what you can do with all the colors and aggregates. And of course, see if you can make it look like marble or granite. When you sprinkle the color pack powders directly in the mold, the dry powder will create pits. If you water it down, it will create swirls and streams. Use flowing stone adhesive to fill up your pits. Then grind and polish level after it dries. Before we show you how to do the rough edge on the Dirty Crete kitchen countertops, we have to get the customer's vanity top started. This top will have a slotted ramp sink. We have to attach the 1/4-inch acrylic strip to the mold and needs to dry. Clamp a piece of melamine to the back of the blue mold. Then use spring clamps to hold the acrylic flat in place, while use silicone the acrylic to the blue mold. Now you have to be patient with this process. This is full slot. We have the drain in the description links below. You can also use a regular drain if you customize this acrylic by notching the acrylic in the center. Make sure you use 100% silicone. Use your finger to adhere the acrylic to the blue mold. Smooth it heavy, like a bad caulk job done in gas station bathrooms. We wanted to show you options, but today on this vanity, we are doing a full slot that will have a specialty drain attachment, which is listed in the description below as well. While the silicone is drying, let's go work on something else. After this side is dry, we will remove the melamine and spring clamps carefully and seal the other side.
Yeah, oh yeah! Dude's a trip, ain't he? He's whacked. He's a trip. I got this. He be talking about I need to do a business plan. Blah, 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 blah. Selling jobs is easy. How hard can it be? Hey, newcomer, watch and learn how I sell jobs. Just sit back and watch how I put in work. Yo, lady, you wanna buy a countertop? Hey, robo-lady. Yo, lady. Hey, robo-lady. You wanna buy a countertop? That desk you working on is ugly. I got it good over here. Blue glass and white crepe. Hey, yo, why you ignoring me? Hey.
Frank! One of your drunk-ass friends from the bar are at the window again. He is annoying me. I'm trying to work.
Hey, robo-lady, I'm talking to you. Hey.
Frank!
What? Why you keep yelling? I'm looking for a job in the want ads.
Yeah, right. I bet you're playing those stupid video games again.
I don't play video games.
I friggin' told you to at least watch that old school YouTube channel from back in the day, Mr. Gene Shop Talk.
I have been watching all morning.
So you can at least learn a trade. Then it should be easier finding a job that pays.
I'm watching, but it seems like he's going to beat me up for not doing a business plan or learn woodwork.
Anyway, get your ass out here and tell your little drunk friend to stop bothering me. And tell him you are not going out drinking again tonight.
Anna, I will never ever drink again. I will be right there to see who it is.
Yo, robo-lady, what's your deal?
Frank!
I don't drink. I'm allergic to alcohol. Yeah, every time I drink, my ass breaks out in handcuffs. But look, listen, you want to buy a concrete countertop or not?
Frank!
I ain't got all day over here. I'm trying to show my newcomer the perfect sales pitch. You got some ugly countertops. You need...
Frank!
Anna, stop yelling. What is your problem?
He is annoying me. I'm trying to work.
I don't know him.
What up, Frank? We had a good time last night, huh?
This ain't one of my friends.
That ain't what you said last night when I was teaching you my dance moves.
What is your friggin' problem?
Your ass was dancing on the bar tops, getting all kinds of funky. You were hilarious.
Is that right?
You were great, Frank.
Anna, he is lying, I swear. I do not know this mean little cruel person.
How do you know? You said you don't even remember last night.
Dang, good point, robo-lady. Oh, Frankie boy likes sucking on wine bottles too much, huh?
Mind your friggin' business.
You should check your wine cabinet. I bet you Frank changed out all the wine with water.
Shut up, you little toilet bug. Anna, I would never be friends with a wise ass like this.
And again, Frankie boy, you told me you can't remember anything. Does your dumbass even know what anything means?
Ouch.
You lost your keys. Remember that Big Popper? Your drunk ass was banging on door singing, Big Popper, Big Popper.
Anna, please. Let me explain.
Big Papa?
Just let me get rid of him.
Huh? Big Papa? Frank? Big Papa? Huh? Hey, mister. Are you my daddy?
No frigging way. Pump your brakes. That's impossible.
Impossible? How do you even know, Frankie boy? You have no defense, dude. That alcohol is obviously popping all kinds of fuses in that brain of yours. You gotta get your mind right, dude. Get your mind right, Frank.
Would you please shut up? Better yet, get out of here. I don't remember calling a rabid, mean, cruel robot for advice. Why don't you mind your business? I am a social drinker. I got this under control.
You, a social drinker? Hey, Frankie boy, how many social drinkers you know are out on a school night until 3 in the morning? Oh, and I really love this part where your unemployed ass spends all day in the back room hungover playing video games. Social drinker my ass.
Listen here, you cruel little punk. What makes you an expert on my life? You sound like a 21-year-old life coach on Instabam.
Ouch! I don't know about all that, but let me holler at you a minute. I can hear intense, stern breathing from that grouchy robo lady. It's kind of annoying me, dude.
Well, get the heck out of here then. Now you are insulting my wife.
Huh? Settle down, Cranky Frankie. I'm sorry about that, but she was calling me a drunk ass too. But anyway, don't get so angry about my insults. You gotta let go of the past, dude.
You just said it like 2 seconds ago.
Hey, Cranky Frankie, it's an indisputable fact that anything I done or said before this very moment is considered the past, right? You agree?
You are making my head hurt.
Look, I'm right. Just agree with me and let's move on. I don't mess with anybody's bottom too much. But I gotta tell you, dude, if a social drinker and a drunk ass walks into that bar you were in at 3 in the morning on a school night, and the bartender serves each one of you a shot of Jack with a bug in it, you both will handle the situation differently, Frank. The social drinker will freak out, screaming, running out of the bar like it was on fire, just so they can quickly get home to post bad reviews about the bar on Yelp, dude. But you, I mean, the drunk ass, not you, Frank, the drunk ass will handle the same situation by grabbing that bug with the quickness, squeezing and squeezing the hell out of it, demanding that that bug spits out your Jack. I can so picture you yelling at that bug. Yeah, you'd be like, spit it out, that's my Jack, spit it out, yeah.
I see you got jokes. You are a friggin' weirdo. Is that your thing? You fly around condos looking for drinkers to make fun of.
I don't make fun of people drinking. Just you, dude. What's the matter? What's wrong? You need a hug or something, Frank?
Shut up. I've been listening to that vile mouth of yours for like 5 minutes now. I haven't been this angry in a long time. For some strange reason, I have a desire to punch out your face screen.
Yeah, I get that a lot. You should see what Billy Bob and Baby Jam want to do to me.
Move your butt, G-Raff. Move your butt, G-Raff. Get on over by that countertop area. It's ready for the edge
I'll
effect.
be right there, Billy Bob.
Let's go, man.
Wow, all this running around is crazy. Hi, everyone. My name is G. Raffy, and I am the new host for Dirty Crete, and...
J-Raff. Stop.
What did I do now?
Just stop, man. You do not have to introduce yourself every time to do a segment, man. You're killing me. Follow the script, will you?
Billy Bob, I think it's very important that everybody knows my name. I also think everybody needs to know that this show should be done with...
G-Raff, can you please shut that long neck pie hole right up? Just hold it right there, man. First of all, you keep saying everybody. There is no everybody. This is you two, man. You're speaking to one person. That's it.
Well, I see many things wrong with this, Mr. Gene, shop talk business. Just because this is a DIY show, I think it should be run like my other place of employment.
What, you think you're going to be nominated for an Emmy or something? Man, you came to the wrong place. This is a DIY show.
I am a way better presentation specialist than that robo-dude thing you had. I have a degree in 13th century literature. I am an expert at my profession and...
How about you just learn how to follow directions, Professor Giraffe? And follow the freaking script. Let's get back to this.
You got it, Billy Bob. This Mr. Gene guy is simply roughing up the edge with a brazed diamond wheel. These can be found, of course, below in the description, but practice making samples that show different edge styles. This customer did not want the other style of rough edge we do with edge molds. These edge molds get attached inside your melamine mold, as you can see. The choice is yours as to what you feel better working with. However, the customer has the choice of what they will buy from you. So perhaps it may be a good idea to learn both styles. I hear the hardest part of customizing concrete edges is knowing when to stop. That is why we suggest practicing with samples. Once your customer selects that edge style from your samples, you already have the experience from creating it on the sample. Once you are done edge shaping with the brazed diamond wheel, simply wash the rough edge with watered-down charcoal powder. Let it soak in for an hour, then wash off the residue with water. Let me now run over and discuss the blue slotted ramp sink mold. Whoa! I need to exercise more for this job. When I applied for this speaking job, it didn't say nothing about running back and forth. I deserve a raise for this extra work. Anyway, remove the melamine support and silicone the gap and smooth flush to the blue mold. Make sure it is very smooth. You may have to wipe it clean. Keep from having any silicone drops or smears on the blue mold. This section of the blue is the back of the ramp sink. These bumps on the mold will leave pits you may not want.
For some strange reason, I have a desire to punch out your face screen.
Yeah, I get that a lot. You should see what Billy Bob and Baby Jam want to do to me.
I have no idea who Billy Bob and Baby Jam are, but they sound like good people if they feel like me about you. You seem to know quite a bit about booze. What are you, one of those psychobabble doctors or something?
Looking at you at this moment, I'm just a master of the obvious, dude.
Your sarcasm is activating some rage in me and giving me a felony feeling. I have no idea why you keep disrespecting me because I like to drink. I can quit drinking any time I want. All my friends drink. Not everybody who drinks has a problem with booze.
Sorry, Frank. I'm allergic to bullshit. I'm not talking smack about people who go out and have a drink after a long work week. I get it. But the main key word, Frankie boy, is work. Or I don't even get upset if people want to have a glass of wine with dinner. I get it. I just mess with people who know deep down they got a screw loose and still keep pounding drinks till 3 a.m. on a school night, dude. I'm not talking about everybody, Frank. I'm talking about you.
Why do you even care what I do with my life?
Well, because I used to be you, Frank.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't like a bug squeezer like you, though. All joking aside, I was worse. I ate the frickin' bug, Frank. Then, of course, I'd get into fights. And then my problems would just get worse and worse. And, I made so many mistakes I couldn't keep track of them.
Well, I would love to stop drinking, but it doesn't seem easy. I did quit twice in one day, though, so it is possible.
Well, that's funny, Frank. I can relate.
Wow. I cannot believe I am confessing to a flying asshole. This situation alone might make me quit drinking. By the way, what is your name?
I'm from the year 2024, and they call me Robo-Dude. It's nice to meet you, Frank. I know I can be a pain in the ass.
No way. Not you, Robo-Dude. Where have I heard that name before?
I was just thinking of staying out here in the future and trying to start up a countertop business with my newcomer. And then when I came up to you guys, I spotted the familiar drama going on between you and Wifey. I had to at least try to help in my own unique way, Frank. because somebody helped me. I feel my job is to disturb the comfortable and comfort the disturbed. Now look, Frank, if you really want to quit sucking on wine bottles, try it for just a day. Maybe give it a week. Who knows, you might even make it a month. Then I want you to look back and see if things got better for your life and, of course, with your wife.
That would be nice. I don't understand how you've been able to change the way I am now thinking. I actually think I can at least try, but all my friends drink. I wouldn't even know what to say to my friends and future co-workers at that great job I am at. What if they ask me to go out drinking or ask me why I don't drink? Oh, crap. What would I say?
I saw what you did there, Frank. I love how you're already putting yourself at the job site and thinking about those questions that are gonna crop up. Thinking ahead. Good stuff, bro. I love it. And yes, they will ask you questions. And friends and family may even tease you, buddy. I gotta tell you what I've experienced, Frank. Some non-drinkers like us, which in time I'm sure you'll meet, but when we ask them for advice, like, what should I say, they brush it off like it's no big deal. I'm sure I got the same type of friends and family like you, Frank. I know how hard it was. Yeah, they say crap like, be proud of not drinking. Be proud. Say what you are. And I really love that dumbass line they told me. Just say no. That's as stupid as me telling my boy Tommy Ray to not go to the bathroom before he mixes up concrete. Can you imagine that? Hey, Tommy, I know you got a lot of crap rolling around your head and your body, but just say no, dude. Just say no, Tommy. Some of these non-drinkers don't even understand the crap that's rolling in our heads and bodies when we're new. Just say no, my ass. It's as if they forgot what it's like when we just stop drinking. We're kind of like babies who lost our baba. We cry at everything. We have to cope with stuff that's unfamiliar to us, Frank. We ain't used to this stuff. Nipping these awkward questions from coworkers, family, and friends in the butt quickly is very, very vital, especially when we are new. Maybe it depends on where you're from. I'm sure these non-drinkers mean well, but those people just don't understand people like us. You know how difficult it is, especially if you're Irish and live in Jersey? Listen, I know all too well, Frank. I know what these questions are going to be like. They're going to be very hard, because I know what it's like growing up on the corner drinking all the time with your friends. I know what it's like when you get into bar brawls and then right after the fight you guys are like showing battle wounds and celebrating the win by just pounding more drinks. And look, Frank, I know what they will say when you tell them you decided to stop drinking. Oh, I know. First they'll laugh. Then they'll say, you serious? You serious? You quit drinking? You ain't weak. Here, take a shot on me, man. Sad thing is, Frank, even though most of us have ruined our lives, or at least delayed it from achieving our goals and dreams, we've taken that drink. We've taken that free shot. We've taken that shot over and over and over just so we can end up spending all day dodging the consequences, Frank. Being employed and playing video games hungover, I'm sure was not your goal in life. So I gotta ask, Frank, are you done? Are you done yet, dude?
Apparently I am, but are you done blabbing? You really are a chatty catty. You're killing me. Calm down. To the untrained ear, you sound frustrated with certain non-drinkers. That was a very, very long-winded answer to the question I did not ask. In other words, I specifically asked you what time it is, not how to build a frigging clock. So again, robo-dude. What do I say when someone asks me to have a drink?
Oh, snap! Look at you, Frank! Demanding answers. I love it. But I'm only gonna tell you what I do when asked. I say, nah, I'm good. If they push, though, with that, why don't you drink? What happened? I feel so sorry for you. Oh. Yeah, Frank, just flip the script. I answer those questions with a question. I quickly come in hard saying, well, why do you drink? What happened to you? Are you okay? What happened to you in your life that you can't deal with it? Is life so hard for you that you need to be drunk to deal with it? What? You don't have courage to ask someone out on a date? You don't like who you are? You need to spend money to change the way you feel because you don't like your current situation? Doesn't sound too tough to me. What's wrong? Have you experienced trauma in your life that you need booze in your baba to cope with it? Are you okay? Don't worry, Frankie. They won't ask you again if you could say that to them. My friends who still suck on wine bottles will never ask me that dumbass question. I made them look soft instead of them trying to make me look soft for trying to be better. I'm beginning to suspect deep down you actually know it's gonna get better. And look, make your moves in silence. You don't need to shout it from the rooftops that you're trying to do something with your life and get a little better. You're just trying.
You have gave me so much great advice that I will try to remember. However, I will work on answering those why I don't drink questions a little bit, so I don't look and sound like a friggin' lunatic, and my co-workers have me fired or throw a net over me.
Now that the back of the mold is sealed and clean, bring it over to the vanity mold. Place the blue ramp sink mold in the location you marked on the template. When customers have an existing cabinet, use the gap between the cabinet doors to find your rough sink center location. As that robo-dude thing said earlier in this video, make sure you get an approval signature from the customer on the template.
Hello, Earth to Professor G-Raff.
Billy Bob, was I wrong again?
Did you read or study that script, dude?
I have a very high IQ. Of course I did. I know the script inside and out.
Well, do you remember the part where it says after Mr. Jane is done cleaning the back of the blue mold, he brings it over to the vanity mold?
Of course I do.
Well, and then you need to be there, dude.
Oh my, I gotta run all the way over there.
So get your intelligent, professional speaking self over there, will you?
So Mr. Gene has just placed the blue ramp sink mold into the melamine mold. Usually we set the sink back from the front edge about 3 to 4 inches, but depends on the ramp sink size, and of course, what the customer wants. The only thing the customer cannot change is dimensions that overlap the plumbing. At this point, you will already know about faucet space needed. Now make sure this mold is perfectly square. Once it is squared up with precise spacing, simply measure the width of this blue sink mold and mark the center to line up with the sink center mark you have on your melamine mold that you transferred from the signature approved template. Now that you know where the sink is going to be, you now can measure how high your side rails need to be. These side sink rails will lay on top of your previous mold rails from front to back. Now the front and back support rails will be 1.25 inches wider than the sink side rails. These will keep this ramp sink box secure and square when you pour in the concrete. Screw these front and back crete box boards into the side rails perfectly square. Then check your measurements and tack some hot glue on the blue sink mold and screw sink box to the vanity top rails. Billy Bob, I got to admit, This is so boring to me, I am afraid this will chase away all my fans. Everybody knows I am intelligent and a very professional speaker.
There ain't no everybody. What you think? There's a movie theater somewhere and everyone's watching this? That's ridiculous, man. There is one person watching this somewhere on a computer or the phone. You ain't no movie star, dude. It's just one person.
I have a degree in 13th century literature. I am an expert at my profession, and this kind of work is beneath me. I have a college degree, and I have lectured to thousands of people.
Listen here, you long-necked, pompous wingnut. Here at Mr. Gene's Shop Talk, we're only concerned with people who want to be better.
Well, Billy Bob, having a degree is better than not, right?
It depends, man. How much freaking debt are you in because of that piece of paper?
Well, it is over $100,000 now.
Listen here, Giraffe. Maybe if you had a degree in financial kinds of stuff or, business management, it might have been better on you, dude.
I am a well-educated professional speaker.
Is anyone hiring for 13th century literature?
Well, you are the only one who did call.
Stop looking down on people because they don't have a degree. We build.
Well, I think I can run this business perfectly. I know the best way to run this Mr. Gene Shop Talk thing. I have read a few books and articles on business, and let's not forget, I have a degree.
Giraffe, have you actually ever started and ran a business before?
No, but if I did, it would run perfect.
Have you ever felt the pressure of making payroll to your workers?
Not at all.
Well, of course you haven't. We're just trying to help people is why we gave you a chance, regardless of your flaws, dude.
Billy Bob, I have a degree and am intelligent. I am flawless.
Yes, I know. Of course you ain't got no flaws.
The only flaws I see is how you are running this business and DIY show. I think I can run this perfect. After all, I have a high IQ. You should let me be the boss.
You, Giraffe, replied to our want ad in the classifieds, right? Do you remember that ad, Giraffe?
Yes, I most certainly do.
Well, it said help wanted, not boss wanted.
I feel offended.
Okay, now that we got that understood, let's move on. Let's get back with the show. Help these people be better, Giraffe.
Let's talk about demolding and...
Hey, viewer. Shh. Between you and me, this Giraffe dude is kind of annoying and complicated to me, but I gotta get Robo-Dude back. I so miss that little knucklehead. I'm gonna go and ask Miss Joe to find him. Let me text her. But please be patient with Giraffe. We all have our flaws. We will have him host a video explaining something like 13th century literature. You know, something like that. Yeah, Giraffe could still help you. If you are having trouble sleeping at night, watch that video when it comes up. Giraffe can help.
Now that this vanity top is now demolded, grab your grinder with the brazed grinding wheel to find the acrylic slot strip. If you don't have one of these, use a stone blade and a leveler attachment to expose the full length of the acrylic. Keep your leveler flat. This surface Mr. Gene is now grinding has to be flat. So when we attach the specialty drain, there are no gaps.
Why I don't drink questions a little bit, so I don't look and sound like a friggin' lunatic. And my co-workers have me fired or throw a net over me. But I get your point, Robo-Dude. Simply flip the script.
Yeah, Frank, it's that...
Robo-Dude, please shut up and let me get a word in, will you? I don't want you recite another novel to me. I'm still trying to comprehend it all. I cannot believe I went from wanting to punch out your face screen to admiring you. Your desire to help me be a little better and point out some flaws I have will not go overlooked.
Thanks, Frank, I really...
Shut it. I'm still speaking. I look at you now as some sort of friend. This is so friggin' weird, Robo-Dude.
Can I speak now, Frank?
No. Just because I say your name, you don't have to take a bow, dude. I just need some questions answered that is very confusing to me. That mouth of yours is making my brain pop fuses like crazy. Shut up, please, and let me get these questions out before you answer them so I can understand and think once you leave.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Ask away, buddy.
You said someone helped you. Who? And why do such a thing for free? You also said you are from 2024. You do know it's really 2054. Are you tripping? And you keep talking about a newcomer as if someone is with you right now. Is that your imaginary friend that only you can see? Last but not least, what is that frigging thing in your hand? Be quick with your words. Go.
Dang, Frankie boy. I'm impressed. I see you got that buzz you cannot buy, Frank. You gotta admit, you feel better, huh? I bet you...
Answer the frickin' questions. Now, what the heck is that sparkly thing?
Ow! What the... Uh-oh. They're here for me, Frank.
Who is here for you?
Butterflies? Who is this?
I found him, Billy Bob.
Whoa, that sounds like Mrs. Joe. Oh, no.
Hi, Robo Dude. We've been so worried about you, Robo Dude.
Hey, Miss Joe. What you doing here?
Don't you worry about what I'm doing here. Worry about why you were here.
Because Billy Bob kept messing up my Dirty Creech show. He kept trying to put in Tommy and that bag of tools dude, all kinds of wackos. And he then laughed when Baby Jam came out singing that song, Robo-Dude sucks, Robo-Dude sucks, blah, blah. Shut up, Frank.
This Baby Jam and Billy Bob sound like good, funny people. Robo-Dude sucks. Robo-Dude sucks. Ha 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 ha.
I don't know about all that. I love you, Robo Dude.
I love you too, but what Billy Bob was doing to me, it just hurt, Miss Joe. Laughing out loud at Baby Jam's new song, and now this guy's laughing? That was just wrong, and he was laughing. I felt all by myself, Miss Joe. So I decided to split. I know when I'm not wanted, so I left.
You want to know a secret?
I guess.
If it's more hysterical stuff about Robo-Dude, I would love to hear it, Mrs. Joe.
On second thought, Miss Joe, let's privately speak over there on that rooftop. I'll be right over in a minute, I promise. Let me just talk to Frank and say goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh!
Frank, now you got women coming to our window too?
Honor, that is Mrs. Joe. She is a very kind, nice woman.
Nice, kind women don't fly around condos in the morning, Frank.
Yo, grouchy lady. She was here for me, not Frank. You are so lucky she didn't hear you say that. Miss Anna, don't you write a check, your ass can't cash.
Whatever.
Just saying.
Drunk ass.
Yo, Frankie boy, I know Miss Joe very well. Many people mistake her kindness for weakness, 'cause she's so nice and kind to people. But if they cross her path, oh, they get tripped up, dude. She may look like a cute kitty cat and all, but you don't want to see her claws come out, dude. She'll turn on over there into a bag of scrap metal. But anyway, back to you, Frank. I gotta go.
But...
Yo, Frank, listen. You caused Anna enough pain. Be better, dude. She deserves it. Go cook her breakfast or something. I don't know. Just be nice to her, dude. Our women have stuck with us through all that drama and chaos we put them through. And your ass definitely needs to stop talking to me, dude. Start doing something nice for her. Stop sucking on wine bottles, first of all, and just try to do better. Okay, Miss Joe has been waiting long enough. I'm gonna leave this sample here, alright? My number is on the back. Call me if you have any problems.
Thank you, Robo-Dude.
See you, buddy.
I am going to miss that annoying little guy.
I'm not.
Honor, I love you. Is there anything I can do for you?
Who the heck are you? And what have you done with my husband?
I'm so dreading this talk with Mrs. Joe about quitting Mr. Jean's shop talk. This ain't gonna be good.
Hi, Robo Dude.
Hey, Miss Joe. I'm so sorry I quit working for you guys.
We've been so worried about you, Robo-Dude.
I'm sure Mr. Gene knows by now that I broke Billy Bob's camera. And I get so angry at Billy Bob. He gets me so frustrated. Constantly fighting in front of our viewers. I'm so sorry. I just had to leave.
I don't know about all that.
I'm gonna miss being a video host, though. I really kind of like this job. I should have known better, thinking I can be better.
You down on yourself because you ain't normal?
I just felt and still feel so terrible of how disappointed Mr. Gene must be with me. I gotta admit, it does hurt, though, that he thinks I'm no good because I'm not normal.
You ain't normal? What's normal? Sounds boring.
Well, that is a good question. I just assume normal people don't break cameras and get angry at everything that doesn't go their way. I just don't know, Miss Joe.
Dude, I love you and all, but there is a newcomer watching and waiting to learn more about Dirty Crete.
Well, Billy Bob keep trying to replace me, Miss Joe. He don't like me, 'cause I get angry and fight.
No. Billy Bob loves you too. He texts me to find you.
He did? Billy Bob loves me?
Yeah.
Wow. Mr. Gene took a chance on me and gave me a great big opportunity, and I messed it up just like I always do. I don't blame Mr. Gene, though, if he fires me. But I know Mr. Gene gonna find out about me fighting all the time. I know I get angry once in a while, and I don't want to let him down. He always talking positive and be better, not to mention that Book of Life thing. Ugh! Miss Joe, my Book of Life got at least 7 bad chapters in it, and that's just the ones I can remember. Miss Joe, it's really, really hard for me to be better. I'm just different. And Mr. Gene is a good dude. Why you laughing at me? I'm pouring my heart out over here.
Because you sound like a baby who needs his baba. I should have brought a violin and tissues.
Ouch! Dang, Miss Joe.
Look how far you've come, Robo-Dude. I love you and all, but you're killing me with all this Debbie Downer crap.
Miss Joe, I just don't want to face Mr. Gene. I know he's good. He always talks positive about that Book of Life. I just don't want to let him down.
Want to know a secret? Don't tell anyone, but Mr. Gene had so many bad chapters of mistakes and screw-ups in his Book of Life. He actually needed another book.
He did? Not Mr. Gene.
He ran out of chapters. Let's just hope it doesn't turn into a set of encyclopedias.
I'm just a little angry robot, and that's all I'll ever be. I'll never be better. I think I'm just gonna stay here in the future. Ain't nobody back there want me.
Killing me with all this Debbie Downer crap. It's only been 6 months since you put your baba down and met all of us who do consider you family, by the way. Your flaws, as you put it. 7 bad chapters is what we love about you.
Well, that don't make much sense. You guys actually love me because I have 7 bad chapters of mistakes?
Yeah.
Now that we remove the screws from all the rails and the concrete has fully cured, smooth and ease the Crete burr from all the rough corners. We have to flip this vanity top over to remove the blue ramp sink mold. Do not demold this with a pry bar. This is very stupid what Mr. Gene is doing from what Billy Bob told me. Mr. Gene admitted he was a dumbass for doing this. Always use wood shims and slowly tap them in. A metal pry bar can scratch the surface. This project is okay because it's roughed up anyway. Billy Bob, I'm confused that Mr. Gene admit his mistakes like this. Kind of inspiring.
Well, golly, Giraffe, you are intelligent enough to see it. I thought you were one of those people that are so smart you're stupid. but I'm impressed. The point is, Giraffe, many people make mistakes, but only few of us will admit it.
That's very interesting. Anyway, if you need to see better demolding concrete tip videos, check out our gallery on our YouTube channel. Our channel has playlists with specific categories. There are also many videos done in Spanish, so we can try to help as many people as possible. We want everyone to be better than they used to be. Oh my God. Did I just say that out loud? I am feeling like a blue-collar kind of guy. Oh my. I really like this Mr. Gene Shop Talk thingy, Billy Bob. I'm starting to get impressed from you guys who are not as intelligent as me. Wow.
You'll meet Mr. Gene if you decide to stick around. Anyway, get back with the show, dude.
Now that this top is flipped over, as you can see, Mr. Gene blew air around the blue sink mold to break free the suction. Simply elevate a board with blocks and use C-clamps to remove it. The ramp sink mold has an opening for clamps. First and foremost, I must apologize for Billy Bob's brother blocking the camera.
That ain't my brother, Giraffe. What makes you say such a thing?
I just assumed he was because he is wearing suspenders. Isn't that a hillbilly thing?
Oh, hold on. You judging people now, Giraffe? Hillbillies don't have a dress code, you big dummy. I was born and raised in L.A., and I'm proud to be a hillbilly. But that's not nice to judge people just because they didn't grow up where you did, Giraffe. Being judgmental to people around these parts, they ain't gonna fly around here. I don't know if you're gonna last, dude.
Billy Bob, I am so sorry for overstepping my boundaries again. I feel so terrible about my behavior, assuming this hillbilly was your brother. Billy Bob, I am very sorry. Would you please accept my utmost apologies?
Yeah, all righty. I accept your apology, Giraffe.
Thank you. Are you really from Los Angeles?
Hell to the no. What's going on in that cotton picking mind to make you ask me a dumbass question like that?
You mentioned you are from L.A.
I am from L.A., but it's lower Alabama. Why everyone think L.A. stands for Los Angeles? Mr. Gene thought the same dumb thing. I had to educate him real quick.
Ha 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 ha. Pretty funny, Billy Bob. Oh my, you were actually serious about that. Okay, again, I am sorry for thinking that guy in suspenders was your brother, but is he your father?
Oh, you disrespectful son of a...
Safe to say he is not your father either, okay?
Giraffe, please finish the ramp sync process seminar for our viewers. I'm so angry.
As you can see, Mr. Gene was tapping down on the slot strip. We got to remove that 1/4-inch acrylic strip. This vanity ramp sink was made in white concrete with sprinkle powders. The customer wants various acid etch effects on his vanity.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the...
We got to get the top to resemble this sample our customer selected.
I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I'll see you
Family, by the way, your flaws, as you put it. 7 bad chapters is what we love about you.
Well, that don't make much sense. You guys actually love me because I have 7 bad chapters of mistakes?
Yeah, you are making better chapters. You also have 6 months experience making countertops and part of the trade industry. Then Mr. Gene lets you host DIY shows with Billy Bob. Look how far you've come, Robo-Dude.
Well, when you say it like that, of course I look bad, Mrs. Joe. Jeez. Yeah, I do sound like a little baby.
So stupid.
Man, you laughing at me hard, Miss Joe.
What would you say if a newcomer talked like that? You'd laugh and relate, right? What if they stopped drinking and were confused? What if they can't find a job because they have no trade skills? I love you and all, but you're killing me with all this Debbie Downer crap.
Yeah, but Mr. Gene doesn't seem like he loves me, that's all.
Mr. Gene loves you like crazy. You're talking about bad chapters and books of life. Oh.
And then Billy Bob
I'm speaking, Robo-Dude. Wow, you really are a chatty catty. Stop looking for excuses to live in those bad chapters. Suck it up, Buttercup. Get back to work and finish the show with Billy Bob, so this newcomer can learn how to do countertops and possibly put money in his or her pockets. I'm sure they also want to help their families be better. Let's snap out of this negativity, Robo-Dude.
But...
No buts. Now, I won't tell Mr. Gene on you, but you messing up, Robo-Dude. I love you and all, but there is a newcomer watching and waiting to learn more about Dirty Crete. And you out here in the future trying to sell jobs? Let's have some fun and get back to work. In 2024, of course, not here. So many people out there need to hear from you, Robo-Dude.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Joe, but I love you. Can I get a hug?
As soon as you finish helping the newcomer, I'll give you all the hugs you want, cutie pie. I'll have you over for dinner and cook your favorite dish, pot roast and motor oil.
Yeah! Thank you, Mrs. Joe.
Let's get back to work.
Thank you. I'll get back and help him.
You the best. Mwah! I love you, Robo-Dude.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough.